My brother tested our parents' DNA as a gift and destroyed 3 marriages last Christmas. My tech-obsessed brother Mike bought everyone DNA Ancestry kits. Fun family bonding, he called it. Mom laughed nervously. Dad said it was unnecessary, but Mike insisted, even registered the kits himself. 2 months later, he called a family meeting looking pale. The results showed Dad wasn't his biological father or mine, but here's the twist: we have different biological fathers. Mom had affairs with 2 different men while married to Dad. Dad just sat there staring at his coffee. Mom tried to explain, said it was complicated, that Dad knew about one affair but not both. Mike started screaming about his whole life being a lie. Then it got worse. My aunt, part mom's sister parent, grabbed the laptop to see the full results. Her husband wasn't her kid's father either. For doubt, she and Mom had coordinated their affairs, covering for each other for years. My cousin Emma threw up right there in the living room. But the real bombshell: my grandmother, watching this chaos unfold, suddenly confessed that my grandfather wasn't my mom's biological father. 3 generations of lies unraveled in 20 minutes. My uncle stood up, pointed at his wife and said, "I want a divorce." Just like that, 23 years of marriage done. Dad hadn't said a word. Then he looked at Mom and asked, "Is Sarah even mine?" Sarah's my younger sister, 16 years old, spitting right there. Mom nodded. "She's yours." Mike laughed. Egg laughed. E laughed. "How can we believe anything you say?" The test confirmed it. Turned Sarah's the only legitimate child, the only one Dad actually fathered. She ran to her room sobbing. Grandpa, 83 years old, started having chest pains. The ambulance came. As they loaded him in, he looked at Rima and said, "57 years of marriage for this." Mike posted the whole thing in our extended family melodic group, 60 relatives, screenshots and everything. By midnight, 3 marriages were over, 2 engagements were called off, and my mom's brother revealed he'd known all along because he'd caught Mom once but kept quiet. The biological fathers: one was Dad's best friend who died in 2018, the other was Mom's boss, who's now married to her college roommate. Here's the kicker: Mike's biological father left him an inheritance, $2 million in a trust fund that activates when the biological child turns 30. Mike turns 30 next month. He's keeping the money, moving to Spain. Subs: the family destroyed itself, not him. Dad moved in with Sarah and me last week. Mom staying with her sister Parn, the one whose marriage also exploded. They're planning to write a book about women's sexual liberation. Sarah asked me yesterday if we're still siblings. I said we're better than siblings. Parn: we're survivors of the same shipwreck. Grandpa survived but refuses to speak to anyone except Sarah. She's the only honest one because she never had a chance to lie. Mike just posted from Barcelona. Hakapian. DNA doesn't lie, people do. The family reunion is next month. Nobody's going.